Hey folks, welcome to the quest role. In this video I'm going to create a character for the Nimble V2 system. Now the Nimble V2 TTRPG is something that I actually quite recently found out about, and it really got me excited because it's simple to get into and it's a lot of fun to play. I mean, the tactical combat mechanic was really exciting, and I decided to actually host a campaign for my players who are equally excited to try it out. I'm using one of the pre-made adventures, which is actually written in the core rulebook itself, and I thought, why not create a guide? It could help my players create the character and also new players out there around the world. So without further ado, why don't we create a hero? Here we have our core rule book, our heroes book, and the tool that I'm going to use, nimblesheet.ttrpg.tools. And I cannot start without thanking the dev, Colin. Thank you so much for creating this Nimble character sheet. Kudos to you, buddy. So let's begin. Now I've decided to create a Shadowmancer, summon hordes of expendable minions, and the ancestry would be Fiendkin, said to have been born from the union of man and fiend, from a cursed bloodline. Fiendkin often find themselves outcasts in society, yet they embody determination in the face of adversity. Their ancestors didn't emerge from the depths of the Everflame to succumb to minor setbacks. Flameborn. One of your neutral saves is advantaged instead. You know Infernal if your intelligence is not negative. Okay. Oh, okay. Now, I just had a brain fart. So, any one of my neutral saves is advantaged. Okay. So, what that means is, I'll explain when I get to that part. So, basically, let's start off with the base. I'm a Fiendkin, kind of like Tiefling from the D&D system, and I'm a Shadowmancer. So, now, let's go back to the creation steps. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is select the attributes. So I'm going to go with okay, I'm going to go with the min-max layout, pointed distribution. So let's do this. Let's so it's 3 1 -1 -1. Okay, now let's go to the heroes book. The key stats should be intelligence and dexterity. Okay, let's start off with that. Let's go to my stats, and intelligence 3, dexterity 1. Okay, what was it? 3 1 -1 -1. Okay, and strength -1 -1. Okay, so that's done. That's the first step that we needed to do. Now next is skill points. At level 1, mark your stat bonuses into each of your respective skills. So for example, if it's +2 in dex, you would add +2 for all the skills that require dex, or that specific attribute. So in that case, let's go here. So intelligence, oh perfect. It's done the work for us. So we set the attribute values and it's updated the bases accordingly. Perfecto. Okay, cool. Now the next thing is you get 4 additional skill points to add to your skills. So in this case, I'm gonna add to stealth. So the background I'm thinking is my character was found in the forest. Like when he was a kid, he woke up in the forest, and people were not kind to him. He lived by himself in the forest, hunting for food, scavenging, foraging, and even maybe robbing from the hunters who who lived in the forest. And I'm also thinking that the only friend he had got, or the only person he could talk to, was a shadowy figure in his mind that spoke to him when he was asleep, or when he's alone, in his thoughts, deep in his thoughts. I actually have an AI generated character in mind, so I added some prompts and some references, and this is how I imagine my character. When he at least in level 1, the current state, age he is in, a loner. The only person he actually believes he's on his side is the shadowy figure that talks to him. So that's the idea I have behind this character. So yeah, stealth. I'm going to give naturecraft a little here, because according to my background, he's lived in the forest, right? So I'm not going to give maybe not one, maybe one. So I've used 3 out of 4, and no influence. He's been all alone. No insight. Should I give finesse? Yeah, I think I'm gonna give finesse. Yeah, so that's 4, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's done. So this step 2 is done. Mark your HP and hit die. So this tool should have already set that up. HP is 10, is it? Nope. Starting HP is 13. Okay, I thought that would. Okay. Hit die is D8. Yep, that's correct. Size is medium. Name. I think I had already thought of a name. Yeah. Ozris. Yeah, this is something I thought of a backstory where the shadowy figure, when he was a kid, used to call out to him with this name. So he just accepted this as his name. And Shadowfiend is something because he calls himself Shadowfiend because he's a Fiendkin who can summon shadows. So that's the backstory behind the name. Yeah, so that's the dice is done. Inventory 10 plus strength, that's okay. Yeah, equipment. So according to my starting gear, it's blades, wands, starting gear. Yeah, I'm going to stick with these. The adventure carb, sickle, shovel. Okay. Yeah, let me add that. So you can create extra sections. So sometimes, like for example, I think like based on what, like maybe you want to add an extra information regarding your character, you can just edit it here, new section, and add some data there. So in this case, I'm going to just add under inventory, I'm going to add sickle, and then I'm going to go to equipments, melee weapons, and see sickle. So that's a 1d4 plus dex. So I'm going to do 1d4. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. plus dex, so dex is 1. Yes, 1. So now if I roll, yep, 2 plus, yeah, perfect, 4. So yeah, d4 exclamation. So because it's exclamation, it you get an exploding die. So 4, 3 plus 1, 8. Perfect. Now what else? Sickle, shovel. Can a shovel be used as a weapon? Sure. Okay, I'm just gonna add it. Okay, for now I'm just gonna add it as resources, like 1 of 1 and adventure garb. One of 1. Okay, so that's 1, and yeah, I'm gonna add that as resources as well, just to keep a track of how many items I have. Okay, so cool. So I can roll my sickle attack, and since I'm a fiend, yeah. So since I'm a fiend, since I'm a Shadowmancer, I already get. I mean the sheet automatically updates it accordingly here. So I have my Shadow Blast and the Summon Shadow. So now let's go back. Let's take it one step at a time. Let's go back to character creation. Perfect. So we used the equipment that was set up based on their class. Language. Now it's all heroes speak common by default, and each point of intelligence grants you another language. Okay, so I'm going to do I think I'm not going to do Thieves' Cant because I feel like he's a loner and he's slowly trying to get into civilization, and that's how he meets the adventurers. Maybe Draconic, maybe Deep Speak, and you know what, I'm going to do Draconic, Elvish, and Dwarvish, thinking maybe in the forest he might have met these kins and kind of befriended them. I believe maybe they did not outcast him immediately, and maybe they were trading, bartering items or whatever. So that's something that's coming on top of my head right now. So okay, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Draconic. Okay, so I'm going to create another section. Okay, languages. Dwarvish, okay, that's it for now. Language. Next, other abilities. Mark any special abilities you get from your class, ancestry, or background. Okay, so for my class, I believe it said Inferno. Oh, sorry, Flameborn. Okay, so this is what something I needed to talk about. So I'm just saying, maybe I'm going to add a section called abilities, right? This here. Let me actually add this into the character sheet. Okay, perfect. Just to keep a track. Background. So the background actually gives us certain advantages. So I'm gonna. I actually decided to go for fearless. Again, something I'm thinking in the lines of him being lonely. Him being alone, and the only friend he had in the beginning, the the shadowy figure, who maybe kind of motivated him to do things that people would think twice about doing. He's not afraid of challenges because he believes each challenge improves his skills, or you get what I mean. So I'm going to consider this as his background skill. So this would give me +1 on initiative and -1 on armor. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not a person who wears an armor, so yeah, screw that. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, perfect. So background is done. Going back to the character creation step. Yeah, next inventory slots. Each hero has 10 plus. Okay, 10 plus strength. So mine is not that great. It's 9. Okay, cool. One slot can hold one-handed weapon, shield, bone armor, stack of javelins. Okay, got it. 2 slots can hold two-handed weapon, unworn armor. Okay, perfect. So if he has any armor in his backpack or something like that, that's an extra 2 slots. That's cool. Pretty straightforward rule set. And, so key stats in intelligence and dexterity, which has an asterisk sign there. And yes, so these are our intelligence has an advantage roll. Any intelligence save have an advantage roll. As you can see, it's white here. And any wisdom save will have disadvantage roll, right, according to our character here, right? But our Fiendkin ancestry gives us as a feature where it says, where's that? Come on. Yeah, Flameborn. One of your neutral saves is advantaged instead. Yeah, perfect. Let me scroll up. Let me say what that means. So what I can do is I can select either of the other two. So in this case, it's strength or dexterity to have advantage. And I'm going to think. I think I'm going to make dex as one of those saves that is going to give me an advantage. That is from my Fiendkin ability, right? So yeah, I think that's that, and that's pretty much it. I've equipped my sickle. I have my shadow blast. Oh right, sorry about that. So now this part is done. The next part is level 1, conduit of shadow. Your patron grants you knowledge of 2 cantrips, that is shadow blast, necrotic cantrip, 1 action, range 8, damage 1d12 plus key. So key is intelligence. Yeah, high levels. Okay, so every 5th level, every 5 levels, it increases by another d12, so 2d12 and so on and so forth. That's pretty straightforward. Summon shadows. Perfect. So high level action, summon a shadow minion within reach 1. Okay, right next to you. That means action, command all of your minions to move 6, then attack. Okay, cool. So summoning is 1 action and asking them to do something is another action. Cool, that's it. So this is what we do. So what I can do is I can add these. Oh, I believe it's already there. My bad. So yeah, it already there, and if you click on it, it has that tooltip. So that's cool. Perfect. And I can roll for it. Perfect. That's the damage. Perfect. Now let's review the character sheet. We have our character name is Ozris Shadowfiend. Ancestry is Fiendkin. Medium size, humanoid, Shadowmancer D8 1 and level 1. This is the standard min-max attribute distribution, armor, and initiative roll. Okay, so now initiative roll is 1 because our dex is 1. But then if you go back, we had, according to our background, we were fearless. And if you go down the background section, you are immune to be frightened, to the frightened condition, sorry. +1 on initiative and -1 on armor, right? So let's go back. -1 armor and +1, so that makes it 2 on initiative roll. So now we have, nice, cool. So that's set. 13 is our HP. 3, 1, -1, -1. According to our Fiendkin, we got 1 neutral save, so we selected the dex. According to our class, it's intelligence is an advantage and wisdom is a disadvantage roll for saves. -1 on armor, 13 is HP, perfect, that's sorted. We got our skill points distributed accordingly. We have our inventory set up. Our spells automatically got set up thanks to this tool. We set up our resources just to keep track of your items and stuff. Ancestry, we've copied. Background, that's done. Languages, we've tracked. Yeah, I think it did mention when you go to our Fiendkin, infernal if your intelligence is not negative. So now this is, I believe this is by default. Like it's not part of the 3 points, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe now infernal is something that we know by default as well. Oh, sorry. Infernal. Right, so we know this by default because our intelligence is not negative, and these 3 are because we have 3 points under intelligence. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is what I've understood. And yeah, I think this is done. We've created our character together, a Fiendkin Shadowmancer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video and if it turned out to be really helpful, please do like it, and please do comment on this video if you have any questions. And yeah, kudos to the developer. Thank you so much, Colin, for creating this character sheet. And I think that's it for the video, guys. Have a wonderful day ahead. Questroll signing off.